Once upon a time, in a quiet American town, there lived an old man named Samuel. Samuel was no ordinary man. Though his hair was silver and his hands were worn from years of labor, his eyes still held a spark of determination that most young men had already lost. For decades, Samuel had worked as a carpenter, building furniture for families who often overlooked him. He lived modestly, never complaining, and always dreaming of something bigger, though few knew of it. From an early age, Samuel had understood one truth: life doesn't hand anyone success on a silver plate. Every achievement required sweat, patience, and an unshakable belief in oneself. As a young man, Samuel had dreams of building a workshop that could provide not only for his family, but for the entire community, teaching others to craft and create. But life was not easy. Opportunities slipped away, health problems arose, and sometimes Samuel felt like giving up entirely. Despite the hardships, Samuel never allowed failure to define him. Each morning, he woke up before the sun, went to his small workshop, and began shaping wood. He worked tirelessly, even when he felt tired, discouraged, or alone. Sometimes his hands bled, the wood cracked, and his tools failed. Every setback was a test, every mistake a lesson. His neighbors often whispered, "Why does he keep going? He's too old, he'll never make it." But Samuel ignored the murmurs. He believed that true strength was quiet, patient, and persistent. Years passed. Samuel continued building, learning, and improving. Slowly, his reputation grew. People from other towns heard of his skill, of his attention to detail, of the care he put into every piece of furniture. But Samuel's dream wasn't about fame or money. It was about proving to himself and anyone who had ever doubted him that consistency and perseverance could defy the odds. One day, a young boy named Ethan walked into Samuel's workshop. Ethan had watched his father struggle with unemployment and often felt hopeless. Samuel welcomed him, handed him a small piece of wood, and said, "Here, start learning. Focus, work, and never give up." Day after day, Samuel guided Ethan, teaching him not only how to work with his hands, but how to cultivate patience, discipline, and self-belief. Over time, the workshop flourished. Samuel, though old, became a symbol of perseverance, showing that age was not a barrier and that obstacles were merely stepping stones. The community saw his dedication, and many started their own projects, inspired by his unwavering spirit. Then came the day Samuel had always envisioned. He opened a small school for craftsmanship, where young people could learn and grow, regardless of their background. It wasn't easy. Funds were limited and critics were plenty. But Samuel's life had already taught him. Challenges are meant to be faced, not feared. With each class, he reminded his students, "Your hands can build more than wood. They can build your dreams. Your mind can shape more than thoughts. It can shape your destiny." Years later, when Samuel passed away peacefully in his sleep, the town remembered him not only for his furniture, but for his legacy of determination, hope, and resilience. Every person he had taught carried forward his lessons, knowing that obstacles were not the end, but the beginning of true achievement. And so, the lesson remains clear. Success is not about age, wealth, or fame. It is about showing up every day, learning from failures, and refusing to quit. The heart of a dreamer is patient, and the soul of the determined never surrenders. Your challenge today: whatever obstacle lies in your path, take one step forward, one small action, one moment of focus, one breath of persistence. Because the power to achieve is not in luck, it's in you, in your hands, and in your will to continue.